Morning. So it's Wednesday at 11, and I'm going to share again some Valentines. One of my downline, Diane from Sisters, asked to see some ideas using the Valentine Kisses bundle. So this is the bundle, and it's got these cute bears in it. And this is one of those, this is a double joy fold. So you open it up both ways. So I just think it's so cute. So I'll show you the set that I'm using. It's called Valentine Kisses, and it's got perfect stuff for Valentine's, of course. Happy Valentine's Day. Sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. Bear hugs and kisses and giving you a big smooch. And then it's got 3 little bears and a little baby bear. And it's got some smoochies. These are kisses, lips. And then it's got the little, 3 little, which we'll use today, the 3 little hearts. And this can be like a jar of honey. And I'll show you the dies. And I have a card that I made using this in that little bear. This bear fits perfectly in this little thing, and then I made a card, and I'll show you to you afterwards. The fun thing about this is this bear, so it would be this bear right here. When you cut him out, he has 2 cutouts, and you can put the flower or the bear in his arms. So that's really kind of cool. So I'll show you that a little later after I get done with the card. So this is the card we're making. Hi, good morning, Yvonne. Thank you for joining. So if you share this, then I will send that out to somebody, and I'll get it out in the mail today or tomorrow so that you can have it for Valentine's. So I'm going to show you the measurements first. So we start with a piece of cardstock that is the card base that's 6 1/4 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. So it's a little different than a regular card, which is 8 1/2. This is 6 1/4, and then I've scored it at 4 1/4. So that is the difference in the card base. And then for the inside of the card, I have 2 pieces. One is Pretty in Pink, 5 1/4 by 4. And the other one is the paper I'm using is the Made with Love Designer Series paper, and this is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And then for the front panel, so this panel right here on the card base, we have Pretty in Pink, and that is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. And then Made with Love Designer paper, which will go on top of that, which is 5 inches by 1 1/2 inches. And then for the little card, the one that flaps open, we have a real red piece cut 6 inches by 4 inches, and it's scored at 3 inches. And then for the inside, then we have a piece that's 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and that will be on the inside of that little card. And on the front, we start with Pretty in Pink, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then the Made with Love is 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then the Basic White, which is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then I cut out the bear, and I used Pecan Pie, and I stamped him in early Espresso ink, and then I used Pecan Pie for the bear. Okay, let's get started. We'll put the base together first. Get rid of all my little tags here. So we're gonna score this and burnish it well. So there we go with that. And we'll put, first I'm gonna do the Made with Love, and that will go on the Pretty in Pink. And that will go right here. And this will go inside. So we're gonna adhere that with seal to the inside of the card. And your writing will be on the flap of the little card. So, okay, and then this will go on the Pretty in Pink for the front panel. And that will go here. And then that will go on the front. And that goes right there. There, that's the card base. Now we'll work on the smaller card. Let's score that. And it's scored, but we'll burnish it well. And this is going to flap open this way. So I'm going to put the white inside, and that will go here on this side, and I'm going to stamp it first. And I'm using the Happy Valentines from the Valentine Kisses set, and Real Red. Now we'll put that right in the center there. That looks good. Maybe I'll leave that open, but I'll put it over there because knowing me, I will have ink all over everything. So this goes in here. And then for the front, we've got, if anybody else is here, please let me know. And if you share this, I will send it to one person who shares. And I'm going to put the Made with Love piece. This is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then I'm going to stamp, so I'll stamp it before I put it down, Bear Hugs and Kisses, and then the little hearts there. So I'm going to stamp that right up in the corner. So I'll have room for the little bear. And I better get that up so you can see it. And I love these little hearts. I think they just add the perfect touch. That's so cute. Okay, now let's close that up. And then the bear, and he's going to go on the front, and I'm going to put him on with dimensionals. So just 3 dimensionals will work real easily. And if you're here, let me know, please. I'd like to know who I'm talking to. And thank you, girls, for Diane and Lori and Rebecca and Yvonne. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. So this one will go on this piece. And then on the front. So it's going to go here. So we'll put it down. So this will go right here. And then I'm going to put seal on the back and give it quite a bit because it'll get a little action. So this will go right in here. And kind of want to measure it, and then I can just put it down. Make sure it's well stuck. There, it's done. So cute. Isn't that darling? I love it. I think it's so cute. So I have to show you what else I made. So this one is using the little stand, and that's got that little bear, and it says Bear Hugs and Kisses, and there's 2 little tiny birds, and they're opposites. So you can use them and cut them out, and then it's got the little stand. I think that's just so cute. And I will have the measurements for all of these on my blog, So you can, you will be able to find the measurements there. And this one is using strips of, I had lots of paper left over, so I just made some strips. Bear hugs and kisses, and Happy Valentine's, and added some of the stripe inside. And this one is using the, what is that? I can't remember the name of the paper, but it's, oh, I should have written it, but I didn't. Anyway, this is the Country Woods paper. Treasure something, anyway, it has a lot of the gingham look to it. Thank you, Yvonne. Appreciate that. And so this is, and I've forgotten what set that's from, but that's a really cute little die. And then I embossed in the white, sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. And I used some of the, I don't remember those either. I should have written these all down and I didn't. But this shows you this little flower that he's hugging. So you can see that he's hugging the flower. I think that's just so cute. And then it's cut here and there, and then you just slip it in. I think that turned out cute. And this one, I had to use some of the doilies and bear hugs and kisses, and he's loving her. So this is a really cute card. I just love it. And Happy Valentine's. And I had cut 2 of those, so I used another one of those, and we used the gold backing. Isn't that cute? And then, along with this, one of the things that, thank you, Yvonne. This is the gusseted bags, and I'll show you they are called Hearts Gusseted Treat Bags, 167073. There's 16 bags in here. And of course, I have 5 grandchildren and I have 10 grandchildren, and my children and their spouses and all that. So that will be enough for mine, and it really holds a lot. It measures 6 inches by 4 inches by 1 1/4. That's bigger than 6 inches. I would say it's about 9 inches. And then these fold out, and you just open that up and put your treats in here. And then I think these are so cute. And, you know, it's kind of fun to give your special people some treats. So this, I made that little bear and backed him with a little bubble bath, and sending lots of love your way to celebrate this special day. I thought that was really cute. So that's that one, and then I will put all the cards out so you can see them all. I had fun making these, and if Diane's on here, I thank you, Diane, for prompting me, because I got busy and I made them. So there's the cards, and this is called Valentine Kisses. I use that with this whole suite of cards, and so you can order those in my online store. So have a great day, and I hope you all keep up the warm weather. Although, you know, we're just kind of waiting with bated breath to see what happens. They do get snow over here, but not, I don't think as much as we got in Prineville. Yeah, the bears are really cute. On these 4 bears, I made them in white, and then I colored them. This one I used crumb cake, pecan pie, and I used pecan pie on these. So they're kind of fun, and then you can use just the pecan pie for the bear itself. So all of these I've done different things on, but they were fun to make. Thank you, Yvonne, for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you, Diane. Yes. Yeah, the wood paper is beautiful. And I'm working on, my stamp of the month is Gears and Textures from the Little Mini catalog. And I'm working on that, and I'm using a lot of that Country Woods paper. It goes perfectly with that Gears and Textures. So I'm anxious to get that done. I have started it, but I haven't finished it because I had to take time out to do this. And then I have other things going on. By the way, I know I sent you out the stuff that I have for sale, and you can see it with pictures on the site that's called #1 Stampin' Up! Buy, Sell, Trade, and In Search Of. If you search for Stampin' Up! Stuff for sale, and the pictures are on there. But in February, I'm going to start an online store for me and sell my retired stuff. So I'll give you all the link to that when it becomes a reality. I have to learn how to do it from the tech gal, and she's going to help me set up they call it WooCommerce, and you'll be able to go in and see what I have for sale on that, and be able to send me an order, and then I can invoice you from that. So that will be coming probably in February, end of February, because she's going to do a class on it. So I'll learn, hopefully. So then you'll be able to see what I have. So thank you very much, and I hope you all have a good day. And next week, we're going to come back with some, they won't be Valentine's next week, I promise. That's 2 weeks in a row. You probably had enough of Valentine's. So next week, I'll come back with another new set that's in the mini catalog. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me.